they want in that agenda setting for them, so they can do exactly what the challenges we've had in the past.
Vice President, we have to come to a conclusion. But
I agree, but I don't think we've been able to develop that.
let's work on that. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. I would ask you, let's work on that. Before we call it, let's look at it. Let's try to let it go forward, and let's work on what the right guy I would ask you. I would ask you.
If the consensus of the board is to do that, I'll definitely vote with it.
Appreciate it.
And for continuity. But I'm telling you, the president's role in this board is too powerful. It's got to be a check and balance. And we've seen that in the past. I mean, I don't want to call anybody in the last 3 or 4 presidents out. But I think we can all go back and see that they've run their entire agendas at the expense of the board. And I'm concerned that this may not do that. Or this may even strengthen that ability for that to happen.
Well, down the road, I'll accept told you so. Okay? So let's try to, let's support the right guy and let's approve of everybody, and then I'll take the beating, and I told you so. That's okay.
I'm good. I mean, if we all agree with it, let's go with it.
Okay. Madam President.
Loretta, do you have that wording change?
Yes, it will be consult with a second board member, the chief education officer, chief business officer, and the chief operation officer. Yes.
Any other changes looking at this? So, I'm being told that we need to...
She had to teach before she got here.
The motion will be approved with the changed language.
Okay, so I need to rescind. So I need to first rescind my motion. So I move to rescind the prior motion. Second. Right? Do we need to vote on? We don't need to vote on that because we did before.
Just need concurrence for the
Now,
second.
I move to approve the amended board policy BDB as discussed.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Ready for a vote, Loretta?
Yes. Mr. Allen.
Aye.
Mrs. Harold.
Aye.
Mr. Irons.
Aye.
Mrs. LeVere Wright.
Nay.
Mr. Wright.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, on to 8.0 information items. Information technology services provider. Is this something you guys wanted to speak on, or did you want us to just read it from our packet?
Yeah, the intent was to just get it out in front of you as quickly as possible. As we've been studying, looking at going out for a full RFP with the significant transition that we're still involved in related to, as I stated in the cover letter, a significant switch in the platform operating system at the education level, close to, well, over 1,000 devices. And then also the July 1 flip of the switch, which would then also involve, potentially could involve a flip of the switch and a transition from one provider to the other. So just want you to look at it. If you have questions, we'll answer.
Yeah, and considering the flux we're in especially, I think it would be difficult to put together an adequate RFP. And so we'd be in the same position we've been in the past, where because we couldn't adequately define our requirement, we got messed over later. And Keller Computer Support has been incredibly flexible with us in adjusting and moving us forward. And I think,
Very fair.
yeah, I think beyond fair, quite
Yeah,
frankly.
absolutely.
So my personal opinion is that you should move forward in working with them. I don't know. I think do you need it directly from us, or do you need?
They would like us to move it forward as an action item at the next meeting. So make sure you have time to read through what they sent us and everything before then, and put your questions or concerns to them if you want time.
And just for clarity's sake, clarity's a leader's best friend, and so we will not be bringing the current contract revised. We will be recontracting.
So is everybody good with that?
Yeah, they didn't know what they were getting into when they agreed to the first
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
All right, so did you get that, Loretta? Anybody else have anything? Next is student trips, which is just information for us, and, expulsions and suspensions. None, I'm so happy. Can I say that out loud? I'm excited, none, that's good.
Mine was 8.
Okay, 9.01 is adoption of Board of Education policy ECAG, unauthorized surreptitious recording. So that, you want to discuss that with us so that we can bring it as an action item next time? Hello, Mr.
Good evening.
Anderson.
It's my pleasure to bring 2 items before you tonight. Yes, surreptitious, I won't get to that. If you can spell it, if you can say it. Well, anyway, let me start with that item. We are on that one first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the rationale behind this policy has been our experience with a couple of situations that have involved recording, audio or video recording that that people in the room weren't aware of. And so that's the surreptitious piece of secretly recording for whatever the reason might be. And so the concern there is, well, there's numerous concerns. But the primary concern really is around what kind of climate that creates, whether it's an office setting or a school setting, where if one has to wonder whether I'm being recorded in a conversation. So the objective of this policy would be to not allow that sort of private recording or secret recording. It would require essentially authorization from someone in the district, from an administrator, responsible administrator to let that happen.
And based on one of the situations that caused us to bring this forth and seek the legal counsel to bring it forth, I'm not sure I'm using the correct language, but I believe we're what they call a first party state or a first person state, meaning if you're a first person to the conversation in Colorado, you do not have to declare necessarily. And you are able to pass a policy such as this and as a public or private entity, because what happens, and this is not just to protect the district or our staff or students, but also to protect those who might unknowingly do something borderline or actually criminal, because in one situation we're clear that any potential first-person nature of the recording was removed when the first person left the room and the device, for whatever reason, remained in the room and therefore could be deemed as criminal.
There's already a criminal statute, she already said that you cannot legally take anyone without their consent. It also said if you take someone and you tell us this is evidence, you're not allowed to do it to the other party witnesses. So there's also something criminal that's already in the statute that you cannot, our law does not allow you to record anyone in secrecy. You have to in fact notify someone. And if you want to bring that case forward in a criminal procedure, you cannot if the other party was not aware of that communication. And I know that to be a fact. That's a criminal statute.
This wasn't related to anything criminal necessarily.
Yeah, but I think the point is that having an explicit policy simply because there's a criminal statute somewhere